Hi, my name's Aly Cook. I'm an independent recording artist from New Zealand. Welcome to the Indie Connect virtual conference. I'm glad you could make it to my lecture today on crowdfunding, and I hope that some of the knowledge that I can impart will help you to crowdfund your project. In 2004, I decided to release a single solo for the first time as a solo artist, and I put out my song I Wonder. I fundraised on something we have in New Zealand called New Zealand on Air, and I managed to get a grant. Very, very hard to get, but I managed to record that song and put it out. Recording costs for doing something commercially viable for radio is extremely expensive, and so you've got to find the funds from somewhere, and if a major record company isn't going to back you, you need to find those funds somewhere, and a great new way to do that is crowdfunding. So I set out and put my project up on Sellaband. The reason I chose Sellaband is that I really liked the fact that it made my fans shareholders in my album. It made them have a financial interest. They had a reason to get out there and help push that product. And I put out this album. I raised $20,000 in 4 months and 6 days. Now that was sort of in the heyday of Sellaband, so it was a lot easier. It's a bit harder now after the global financial crisis. People are a bit harder with money, obviously, and so it's harder to get there. But the good thing about crowdfunding with Sellaband is that the fans do get a little share. You put a share of your album sales back in, or in my case, I'm doing airplay, royalties, and a percentage of the album back to the fans, and so it really makes them feel like they're getting something back for having put their €10 in, which is what it is to get a share. So I have a new project up for my second album now, but this has brought some real successes. To record, it's so expensive to record properly, so that you can actually get your music played on radio, because radio won't play stuff that's actually recorded in a garage. It needs a real producer, and it needs a real engineer, and it needs the proper ears that know how to produce something for radio, and so that costs money, and so crowdfunding's the way to go. So anyway, you put your project up. It's not just gonna happen. You have to actually get out there and be dedicated every day on social media, handing out cards at gigs, telling people about it, posting about it, posting and letting them know they're actually shareholders. They're not just giving you money, because it's quite hard for people to actually grasp that crowdfunding is not just giving you money. You're actually getting something for your money, and you're getting a CD, and invariably €10, or it was $10 when I did this one, because Sellaband then ran in US. That was actually quite good to get an album for $10 US and then get a share as well. So you have to get out there on your social media. Grow your networks. Keep growing every day. Think, have I got new friends? Have I got new fans? No, I haven't. Get out there and find them. They're not going to just come find you. Like, there are 1,000 indies out there, and you need to work every day. People, say to me, how have you had so much success? Well, it didn't just walk along and give itself to me. You know what I mean? I work my butt off every day, from the first post when I get up in the morning on my social media to the last post at night when I go to bed. I'm just constantly just pumping it. Other stuff that I do as well, and then I'm pumping my Sellaband at that to get the funding to record. So every time somebody gives you 10, or whatever it is, the amount, you go on your social media, you thank that person. If they have given their name and they want to be thanked, you make sure you thank them. You make sure you remind people that that person has bought a share in your album, and how much it is to buy a share, and say, come on guys, and the next one will come along and buy a share. So it's really a matter of keeping up with it. And you might feel like you're drumming it into people, but you know what? A post on social media lasts a couple of hours and it's gone off people's list. So you've got to be constant with it. Posting once a week on Facebook is not going to cut the mustard. You've got to do it every day, 3 or 4 times a day. Tweet, 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 tweet all the time. Help other artists. Make deals with them when they're doing crowdfunding. I'll pump your thing, you pump mine. Grow your audiences. It's all really important stuff to do. The successes that having a crowdfunding album have brought I never would have dreamed that I would have been able to manage. I mean, I'm really pleased with I'm always looking to strive for more, but I'm really, really pleased with how far I've got with this. And so from the album thus far, I've released 3 singles, and I'm on to my 4th single now, which is The River. So that's the other thing, you know, you get one album, make videos for it. With one of the videos, I went and crowdfunded using Indiegogo, because I had enough budget from the 20,000 that I earned to be able to have 2 videos, but I wanted to have more. So I went out and I crowdfunded on Indiegogo and funded another $4,000 to make the video for Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun stayed on the Australian top 30 airplay charts in Australia for country music. It was in for 11 weeks and went to number 12, so had a top 20 hit there. And also Country Storm went to number 19. So I've done, you know, okay out of that, and I'm pretty pleased with that. Also, for my efforts of crowdfunding and being a woman in my late 40s and putting out my debut album, I was nominated for the Next Magazine New Zealand Woman of the Year in the Arts and Culture finals in 2011. So that came, which was a real complete honour, because it's about inspiring other women to follow their goals, and that's what I wanted to do with this. One of my aims and one of the things I love is inspiring people. Just because you're an indie artist and you don't have a major record company behind you means nothing. You know, just get out there and do it. Don't listen to the naysayers, just get on with it and go for it. The other thing that happened to me was last year I was the winner of the Female Country Artist of the Year 2012. Got this nice bit of glass, something nice to put on a poster. Not that it's on that poster, but it's all recognition. And you know what? Without having gone out and crowdfunded for this album, none of it would have happened. And so, you know, it's worth the work. It's worth putting it in. So getting out there, building networks every day, thanking people on Facebook, swapping with other crowd people, meet other artists that are actually crowdfunding and work with them, you know, help them. Another thing is keeping the momentum going. That's really important. So I actually have a profile or 2 that's not me. One is my husband, and basically I buy a part with that every week, buy 1 share, and then I thank that person on Facebook. So I make sure that the momentum is going. And often when you get the momentum going, it will make other people invest. Hey, this is interesting, people are investing in it, I might do it myself, is what people think. And so swapping with another artist, you invest 10 in theirs, you're going to get their album if you like their music, especially if you do like their music, they're going to get yours, and they invest 10 in you. And so it's helping to keep the momentum going. So all these kind of things are great ideas. Getting your Celeband URL onto everything that you do, every video that you do. When you post on making a little video, I made a little video that was promoting my second album, which I've got up there on YouTube. Hi, my name's Aly Cook, and I'm an independent recording artist from New Zealand. This is my first Celeband album. It's called Brand New Day, and I created the funding by using Celeband.com. 234 people from a number of countries around the world put in 20,000 US, which was 2,000 shares at $10 US, to make this album. This album has led me on to many things. The second single from this album, which was Midnight Sun, entered the Australian country music charts and was there for 11 weeks, reaching number 12 on the top 30 country tracks played on Australian radio.
Aly Cook's debut album, Brand New Day, is out now. Featuring the hit single, Midnight Sun, and her latest smash, Country Storm. Aly Cook's Brand New Day, out now on iTunes and at leading retailers.
Also, from this, I got the opportunity over here in New Zealand to win the New Zealand Female Country Artist of the Year 2012. Without my Celeband funding, I never could have achieved this. Now, I am looking to record my second album with Celeband.
find me on sellaband.com, www.sellaband.com/Aly-Cook-music, and you'll find me there. There's 4,000 available shares at €10 each, and so €10 is about $13 New Zealand, or about $11 Australian, and about $13 US as well. And basically you can buy one share, which will get you the new album, a copy of the new album autographed, and will get you a share of 50% of the sales income that comes from that album. For those with over 20 shares, they are on 40% of the airplay from the album. So I would really love you to be part of this project. My Cellar Band believers have made all the difference to me. My first Cellar Band album meant that I won a national award in my country, as high as I can get for being a female country artist. So check out my videos, check me out on YouTube, join my Facebook page, and please be one of my believers.
Take a look at that. It's basically, you know, telling people about how it works and explaining how crowdfunding works, but also in the top link of the URL, when you put the description in, you put the URL of your Cellar Band project. It's clickable in your YouTube, so put it in the first line and then it will be clickable and people will click and go straight to your project. Stuff like that. Just keep pumping it, keep doing it.